Name is Joe Hourigan. I was born in St. Bride's Nursing Home, Sea Road, Galway. And I was reared in Henry Street, 25 Henry Street. Then our number changed to 42, I don't know why. And on the main, just on the canals. My mother was born there. And the house goes back to the 1901 census of Cavanagh, which was my mother's maiden name. So we were really a true Galwegian family. You know what I mean?
Brilliant.
Old stock, as they call it.
Old stock.
Old stock.
How was your upbringing in the house? Brothers, sisters, you?
Oh, there were 6 of us in family, 3 brothers. 2 brothers, Paul and Michael, Rishi, Dylan and Anita. Great parents. My dad was a barber all his life, and I mean a barber, a proper one. Real old school, master craftsman. And lovely parents, well brought up. Good fun. And my mother was a super cook, you know. Looking at me now and looking at his face. But we had happy times, good times. And the old Taliban interfered in their lives now and then, being in the church, you know. The original Taliban I always had started in Ireland, do you know what I mean? We all got blessed and baptised by the lot of them. But there's good and bad in all walks of life with them, you know.
Back then it must have been very different to how you're reared these days.
Oh, totally different. You were born with respect. Some kids nowadays have no respect for anybody. You know, we're saying, yes sir, thank you for holding the door open for me. Good manners. And good manners get you anywhere in this life. Get you good jobs, and how to say that. Young kids, they don't even know how to, they just grunt at you. They might as well be born fucking dummies. They don't know how to speak to people, do you know? And I said, manners cost absolutely nothing, do you know? They'll get you a job anywhere, and most important, they'll get you home. Good manners, do you know? Yeah. It's better than any reference. If I'm taking on a young fella in the morning and he's a good personality and nice manners, or a girl, they have a 90% chance of getting in. You know?
How did you find school? How was school for you?
We made our own fun in school. I hung around with some real characters. Went to school in St. Presentation Convent in Presentation Road beside St. Joseph's Church. The lovely nuns and Mother Teresa, Sister Gertrude. She used to grow a moustache. I always remember her. You know, she had a moustache. She could have done with a G2. She was a nice person though. And then we went to school in St. Pat's here, right beside us. Now, there was some good people there teaching brothers there. There was nice. But there was the odd old bad egg as well. Now, there's good and bad in all walks of life, I put it down to. And then from there, I went to the Bish. Now, that was fucking... I did not like that school. I hated that place. I hated every day I went into that school. There was teachers there that said they were great teachers. They were masters, said. But they weren't down teaching us a lot. It's easy to teach a kid that has brains, but they didn't even come down to inspire us. We were left for the bottom of the barrel type. We made a road for them. We were very smart. We were more street smart than any other kids in the school. And I think street smart, now I look at these guys who were highly educated guys, some of them still have no street savvy. They have no manner for a start, some of them, you know. So we made a road for it. I left school after second year. I hated school, literally hated it. I wanted to be hairdresser. And I used to work up in the Grafton where my dad was the boss in there for the Healy family. And he worked there for 40 years. I used to go there washing heads and sweeping floors. And then I served my time with Reggie Healy down High Street. Now, Reggie was a good craftsman, a nice man to me. He sadly passed away. And I worked with him. Then I went to London doing hairdressing. And I worked for Robert Feely, Vidal Sassoons. I worked over there. Now, London was brilliant. Great fun over there. You lose a lot and you gain a lot when you're young fella. But I was over there at the height of the Troubles, 74, 75, 76, when the IRA were giving us hell. And it wasn't nice to be Irish. And I saw them signs on doorways, no blacks, no Irish, no dogs need apply. You know, I've seen all that and how things have changed. I still have a high regard for the English people, good people to work for, and above all, straight. So straight, if they owe you money, you get it. No questions asked. Here, they put paperwork in front of you. You swear it was coming out of their own pockets. If you owe the money over there, you get it. Paddy has to make everything kind of a... He loves to rule the world, Paddy. And it's only a fucking island we live on, surrounded by water. He likes to control. He likes to be at the top table. Paddy liked to be a member of the G7 now, he would. Now, he wouldn't even get in the fucking door. have a good breakfast, he said, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he likes to dominate. But I don't know, other than that, I'm happy out the way I am.
So you followed your father's...
Yeah.
Is that what gave you the...
I know I wanted hair. I liked hairdressing. I always liked the angles, how they work out heads and all that.
Yeah.
Just the head I cannot do, either male or female. Yeah. I can cut anything. But I just love hairdressing. Still love it to this day.
How long are you doing it?
I remember when Brazil won the World Cup in 1970. I started then. It's 1969, since I was 13 years of age. I was in and out of the graft. 13, so I'm about 50. I went into the fucking 55, 50, 54, 55 years here. I've trained a lot, done a lot, and seen a lot. You know what I mean? You know? And I like what I do, and I wouldn't change a thing about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And my dad used to say to us, Joseph, try and get a job in the post office. Now, I could understand what he meant by pension and security. Could you imagine me licking stamps in the post office and grunting at old dears, sitting behind the counter? No, not for me. I'm a people's person. Either I would have done hairdressing or worked in hotels or bar work or something like that. I just like people on. Or a comedian. I would have been a great actor, man. I could have fucking done it. I could take off any part. You know what I mean? We're a good piss taker.
Yeah. That's a side job as well.
I can do that. I can entertain. Have a bit of fun with people. You know?
Has Galway changed since you were a young fella?
Oh, yeah. Oh, there was great characters in Galway years ago. There was Matal Iden going down town. He used to say, how are you fixed with a rough touch? There was a fella then called Paddy Kelly from back in Cladda. We used to call him Slish. And he was married 3 or 4 times, and we used to call him Paddy the Bigot. Paddy Nocton, that's his nephew, Frank Nocton, the singer. These guys were great characters. They'd worked in England and abroad, and they're the only guys I knew who could go out at night. Immaculately dressed, a suit from Hips up the road, paying £2 a week off it. They might have got the first payment off it, that was it. Maybe 5 bob in their pocket, came home with 10 bob and a woman in each arm, and as drunk as a lord. You don't get those kind of guys out anymore. You know, proper, fully merchants. You know, it's lost a lot of characters. People are too serious. Fellas like Don Deasy now, another raconteur around town. They should do a film on Don Deasy. You know, just follow him around for a week. No, even a day be enough. You know, you'd have some fun with those guys. You know, but Galway has good characters, but it has changed. People are becoming too serious. You know, when people had nothing, it was more fun. We had, what to call it, I don't know. It's just the whole thing has changed. The nature's got out of people. Yeah, we've got to have a bit of life, a bit of heart, and stop being serious. Laugh at yourself. Sit down and say, laugh at yourself.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, that's very Irish.
Yeah,
as well.
laugh at, and that's how the Irish can get along so well. And just laugh at yourself, a good laugh. You know, not take yourself too serious at all. You know what I mean? You know.
Absolutely, Joe. And what would be your passions and hobbies?
I like studying horse racing. I always looking for the big clicker with a lucky 15 or a Yankee. Don't go mad in this. Like watching soccer. Brought my grandson and my son-in-law over to see Liverpool play there a couple of weeks ago. Had a good game, Fulham. I enjoyed that myself, really. And I often been to Real Madrid. My sister lives over there and works in Spain. And I go to see Real Madrid play now and then. And race. I'm easy pleased.
Do you remember when you were at your happiest, truly happiest?
Happiest? When I was smoking and drinking. I was happy. No, I had to give them all up. No, I gave up cigarettes 4 years ago because I got a stroke. I got a stroke 3 years ago, so I thought that was Curtis, but other than that, I pulled myself around. I don't smoke anymore, so I feel good. I'm happy out all the time. I'm easy pleased. I might be down for a while, but I pick myself up again. I'll give myself a good kick in the arse and say, Joe, get out of this place. Get up and go. Do you know what I mean? You're not down meant to be down. And I can make fun with anyone. Do you know what I mean? I can know people you can have a laugh with and a good crack with. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? And people were able for it. Do you know what I mean? I hear hang around serious people or negative people. You know? I feel like giving them a volt of battery or something like that. Say, here, shoot yourself. You know what I mean? Go on. Give yourself a shot of that, sir. You know? Yeah.
What would be your proudest moment in life?
I have 3 lovely kids and 8 grandkids. And I had great parents and good family. You know, good people around me. You know, people give me a good shot in the air. And my little, friends and good people around me. You know.
Lovely. Do you have any regrets in life?
I do. My biggest regret is I should have stayed in London longer. But the trouble at that time, I should have said, that's my biggest regret. Because I worked with a guy called Trevor Sorby, one of the best hairdressers in the world. He'd often see his hair products. And he wanted me to stay in London longer. He says, it's in you, naturally in you. You come from a line of hairdressers. That was my biggest regret of my life, not staying in London. But then again, there was trouble, you know what I mean? They weren't, Irish were not wanted, you know what I mean? That was all, but I could, but where I was working in London wasn't right in the city, and you were going to get it. There was bombs going off every day, or what you call it, had to leave your buildings, get out, you know what I mean? So, other than that, I don't really regret. Once I have my health, number one, you know.
If you could give one piece of advice to a younger Joe, a smaller Joe, what would that be?
Be yourself and go with your gut instinct, and you won't go far wrong. It'll guide you. If it's for you, it's for you. You know? That's it. Go with your gut instinct. And be lucky. Make your own luck. You know?